Let me try this again. Hi, welcome to Making It Better Me Day 66 update. This is my second try at this video because the first time through the video mysteriously stopped right towards the end. So I'm trying it again. So let's see what all we have to say. Today was a Wednesday. I worked today. Pretty normal routine day at work, nothing too exciting. After work today we get ready to go train with Blur and Score in Stellarton, and this is our training night that we do, and so that was a good thing. A couple of positive things about that. One, Blur, who was starting to be allowed to run a little bit. He's been on rest for the last couple of months, trying to overcome some injuries, and so really excited for him to be able to start moving a little bit, and I'm sure he was pretty excited as well to be doing a little bit. So he's been doing some jump grids and some real basic stuff, but he feels pretty excited to be there, I think. So that's a good thing. It's nice to have him out and running around and doing his thing. It's still a long way to go, and he has a lot of strength to build back up, but we'll be working hard with him over the next little while, and hopefully we'll have him ready for the regional championships in May. But if not, then we'll see if we can put him in the last minute qualifier for nationals, and if not, we'll sit this year out. That's how things work. We do what's best for our dog, and we make sure we keep him safe and healthy. Score tonight also worked really well. Score has trialed a little bit last year. We've really backed off on that. We found the pressure seemed to be giving him some difficulties, so we've really set the bar back a little bit and gone back to some real simple foundation work to help him build his confidence and to help him be more prepared. Certainly you can't do too much foundation work with agility, I don't think, and so we'll stick with that until we feel he is more ready to return to the ring. So I don't know how much trialing he'll be doing this year. It'll be probably a pretty slow year for trialing for us, but it'll be a building year and getting ready and getting things on track. Tamara doesn't want to take him into the ring until she feels he's ready, so she has some things she wants to work on, in particular building his confidence up, and working on some of his obstacle performance is not quite exactly where she would like it to be, so we'll be working hard to improve that as well. We probably will have some interesting workshops and options available this summer at Stay and Play, so stay tuned for that. We'll probably have some really neat ideas and some good training opportunities coming up. That being said, training went pretty well tonight. I was really pleased with how Score worked. Blur, like I say, he was just happy to be out and doing things, but he seemed to be feeling, pretty good. He's a little bit over anxious, and I think that's just his character and who he is. But he seemed to be pretty well tonight as well. So good job for both of them, and good job for Tamara for doing all the hard work she does with the dogs. One thing I wanted to mention, we had a bit of a strange encounter, I would say, when we were at the training facility tonight. The building is used for other things, not dog agility primarily. Actually, it's probably one of the last things it's used for, but we do get access to the building from time to time, so that's great. So there are often people in and out, and people coming in after us, when we're there and things like that. So we quite often see people, but most of the people are fairly friendly. They give a smile or whatever. They look at the dogs, they find it or whatever, and that's fine. That's cool. So when we're working our dogs, when we're working through dogs, our dogs are kind of jerks, and they'll bark if the other one's working. So we usually work out of the vehicle, so one dog's in the vehicle while the other dog works. If it's colder or chilly, then they'll have they'll have coats on or whatever, and it's still a relatively short time. The vehicle's usually pretty warm after the drive over to Stellarton. So don't worry about our dogs as far as being cold. We make sure they're well prepared for that and well taken care of. But when we were switching dogs tonight, when we were taking a Score out to get Blur, As we were going out the door, there was a woman on her way in, probably around my age, seemed to think she was very important, or she seemed to think she was very important. She looked like she probably had a fair bit of money. She was driving, I think, a big Lincoln SUV or something. And she came up to the doors and kind of looked at us with disgust as we were coming, trying to come through with the dogs. And we made sure that we gave her, enough room to get by. And when she went by, oh my God, we were just about knocked out by the cloud of perfume that surrounded her. And I mean, I don't like that. I find that unpleasant, but it's not like it's the only time it's ever happened. It unfortunately happens more often than I'd like it to. And I don't consider myself to be a scent sensitive person, so I can't imagine how horrible that would be for somebody who is scent sensitive. So anyways, that happened and didn't really think a whole lot about it. Then as we switched dogs and were on our way back in, well, lo and behold, she was on her way out. So she again stormed past us with really, not a smile or a glance in our direction, just I'm better than you, get out of my way type of a look. And which, whatever, that's fine. If you want to be rude and act like that, go ahead. I'm not going to be bothered by it. So she left, and we made our way in, and we get in the building, and I said to Tamara, I said, man, oh man, woman had an awful lot of perfume on. God, it was so strong. And I said, I almost feel like I can still smell it. She goes, me too. And she smelled her hand, and there was perfume on her hand. So the only thing I can think of is this woman had so much perfume on that when she touched the door handles, she covered them with the perfume somehow. And when we touched the door handle right after her, we got it on our hands. I noticed I smelled my hand after Tamara smelled hers, and sure enough, I had it on my hand too. Even after I washed my hand, I could still smell it. Tamara said, after handling the liver brownies dog treats, which are not the best smelling things, she could still smell it. It's just really strong, overpowering. And I'm thinking, man, oh man, like how bad do you need to smell to use that much, that you think you need to use that much perfume to cover up your own stink? I'm not sure, because nobody really, I can't imagine anybody would really enjoy the smell of that much, that they would want to cover themselves that way. But I don't know, maybe I'm different than other people, I guess. I actually even had a similar encounter to that last night at the gym. When I was training abs, there was a young fellow in doing some training, and he was over in the ab section where I was hitting, and God, I went over, and oh my God, the smell, he had, I don't know, whatever kind of scent that the young men use these days on, Axe or something, and oh my God, it was overpowering. I couldn't stand it. So I had to wait for him to leave that section to be able to go over there and work out. And even after he left, the smell was still there for quite a while, and I'm thinking, good God, just, tone it down. And I mean, there's signs up in the gyms and most public buildings that, hey, some people are scent sensitive, you don't need to wear perfumes and really stinky strong deodorants and things like that. I think a lot of people just overdo it. And it's unfortunate and really unnecessary, I think. So anyways, not a whole lot we can do about it. So that was the end of our training tonight. Everything else went well, and we had a good drive home tonight, and no real issues. The other thing that happened today is my oldest daughter, Jessica, she left on a couple weeks for vacation. She's heading out to Leduc, Alberta, just south of Edmonton, I believe, to visit her friend Ashley. So she's going to be gone for about 2 weeks. And she flew out this evening. Leanne took her down to the airport and dropped her off, and so that's exciting for her. It'll be weird not having her around for a little while. In some ways, kind of a nice, peaceful change, but in other ways, I'll certainly miss her and wish she was here. But I'm sure she'll have a great time, and we'll see her before we know it. So I did hear from her. She did manage to get to Toronto and was boarded on her flight for Edmonton. She probably won't arrive there for several more hours, at least three hours or more, I would think, at this point. So I probably won't hear from her tonight, but she said she would text me when she gets there, and I'll see it in the morning when I get up. So, anyways, I hope the rest of her journey goes well, and I'll be probably in contact with her throughout the week, throughout the couple of weeks, anyways, through text and phone calls and whatever else. So yeah, so that was my other thing for today. So tomorrow's Thursday, and a couple of other interesting things. I've got lots of things to say tonight, it seems. I got an email that I'm going to have Brandon working with me again tomorrow. I had him there a couple weeks ago for a little while, and it was certainly great to have an extra set of hands to help me out and get things done. So I'm looking forward to having him with me again tomorrow. He was a great helper and helped me get a lot of things done. So I'm sure we'll get lots of things done tomorrow. Other things happening tomorrow is I do have an appointment at Leg Health Clinic with Shane, the functional motion specialist, and I'm sure we'll be working on some different things. And then after that, we have a fellow coming to the house to do an estimate on our bathroom to have a tub surround installed to cover our tub. Our house was built probably in the 70s or 80s, late 70s, I think, and we have a yellow tub and surround, and so I think it's time to update that. We used to have a yellow sink and toilet as well, and those things have been updated, but the tub is the last remaining yellow bathroom fixture. So Leanne's been after me for a while to get that changed out, so we'll be taking a look at that and getting an estimate on that, and hopefully that'll be getting changed soon. So that's the other thing happening tomorrow. Also, actually tomorrow, after that, I would like to go out and get a nice supper, because I have to do a 12-hour fast for blood work on Friday morning, and I'm not a huge fan of going 12 hours without eating. So I want to have a good solid meal before I start my 12 hours so that I can make it. So I'm hoping to get out and get a good heavy-duty meal into me. And where we have a busy evening, I figured going out will be the easiest way to do that. So on Friday, I'll be starting my day with some blood work. I was supposed to have it done a few weeks ago, and that didn't work out. I didn't realize it was a 12-hour fast. I thought it was an 8-hour fast, and when I got there, they wouldn't have been able to run all the tests they needed to do. So I said, well, I'll reschedule and come another time. So this is my reschedule. Also on Friday, I'm taking a vacation day, which will be quite nice. I feel like I'm ready for that. And we are taking the weekend, we're taking part in a dock diving demo with Aquaterra Kennels and Maple Leafs Flyball Club. And we're going to be at the Nova Scotia Outdoor Sports and RV Show or something. I'm not sure what the official name of it is, but it's taking place in Exhibition Park in Halifax, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, if you're around and you're looking for something to do, that's a great opportunity to get out and check out some things. You can come see the dock diving demo. I know my friend Ian Stewart will be there doing some things, probably juggling dangerous objects like chainsaws and axes or something else spectacular and interesting. I'm sure he does some great things, so I'm sure we'll see something interesting. Other things that'll be happening, well, like I said, we'll be involved with that. The other exciting thing that I think is happening this weekend, the thing that I like, is we will be having the time change, which will give us more daylight at the end of the day. So it'll be late, probably till 7:30, light probably till 7:30, or we're going on for 8 now rather than 6:30. So that'll be really good. I like it when the time changes and we have more light in the evenings. It makes it possible for us to do more training with the dogs, to get out and go for walks in the evenings and things like that, and I'm really looking forward to that. I love getting a chance to get out and do more things outside, and when it's dark you just don't get as many opportunities for that, so I'm looking forward to that. Didn't really talk about what I did tonight, did I? And I think I mentioned that we went to the gym after we get home from agility training, but I didn't say what I did. So at the gym I started off with a turn in the massage chair. I don't know what you call it, a session, a turn, I'm not sure. And did that. Usually that feels pretty good. Tonight I didn't feel I get the benefit out of it that I get sometimes, but I'm sure it's not a bad thing to do anyways. After that, I decided to do a little bit of cardio. I went on the recumbent bike for half an hour. I went pretty easy. I didn't go at a very hard pace, probably an easy to moderate pace. It is what it is. I sort of I need a little gym reset. I think I'm feeling a little frustrated with some things, and with my knee pain that I was having, and then back pain, and still not able to work out my upper body. I think got me a little frustrated for the last week or two, so hoping to get myself back on track in the next couple of days and get things going the way they should be. So I did that. After I did my recumbent bike cardio exercise, I spent some time doing some of the exercises that I've been working with Shane on to try to improve my range of motion in some spots, as well as a couple of other ones and stretches that I've been doing. So that was a little bit extra, and again, things that will certainly, I'm sure, will help me get through these injuries and get me feeling better. So not a horrible day. Got some things done. I didn't do a whole lot in terms of housework, although I did when we got home from the gym. I actually moved the couch upstairs to try to find some toys for the dogs. Found a couple of balls under there, which is not uncommon. But I also found a lot of dog hair and a little bit of dirt, so I decided to take and sweep that up. So I don't know if that counts for housework for today or not. It wasn't much, but it was something. So I'll take that for what it is. So yeah, that's about what I did today. So that's about all I have for tonight's video. But certainly, you know, if you're watching this, I'd appreciate if you'd hit the thumbs up or like my video. If you have anything that you want to say, certainly leave a comment. Hopefully somebody may stop out at the home show or at the outdoor show and say hi to us. One thing I will mention that I am thinking I might be possible for me to do is there may be some bonus videos while I'm at the outdoor show, so I may try to make some videos so I have some downtime there, and there may be a couple of extra bonus videos this weekend, maybe showing some of what we're doing, some of the dog diving or some of the other things at the outdoor show. So we'll see what we can do. Anyway, so if you have any comments to leave, I'd love to hear them. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I always would appreciate extra subscribers. The reason I'm doing this vlog is to make myself be more accountable, and I need to have people watching if it's going to help me be accountable. If I don't feel like I'm letting anyone down, then it's easy to stop doing the things that I'm doing. So I need to feel like I'd be letting people down, and people be disappointed if I didn't have new videos every day. So make sure if you're watching, to let me know one way or another with some likes or some comments, or make sure you subscribe, whatever. Anyways, that's about it for tonight. So have a good night. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye.